him out later.
Despite what I said before. On your way, then.
I haven't seen a Tanakh patrol in some time. Is that your doing?
Your health is my business.
You seen those Tanark riding machines? Thing is, these ones don't seem like right fools on here, but they're better for you.
Oh, hi! Took the rebel outpost down, did you? Good. Only a matter of time before they greet.
Heard you cleared out a rebel outpost.
Return to the teller of tales.
Stemmer, did you need something?
As a new dream, they returned to the depth where fortune was found as a bulging cave. That is, we broke our way into more of the room. The wordsmith beheld a glimmering gizmo, a wonder among alas.
You saw some kind of gizmo.
A door bars the way. Moreland contemplated explosives, but Abaddon thought the odds had crushed for once the shard count. The old wordsmith until a friend with a knack for performing the might I persuade.
I'll see what I can do.
Once you're down there, take her the ruin rests beside him. And so our heroine went forth.
Noticed machine riders earlier. They seemed like they were racing. I don't know.
Is this easy? At least I don't have to swim down anymore. Nope, that's not the one I need. Machines and burrowers. Gizmo summers after she gets up. find that burner Lily told me about. This looks like the place. The burrow, and that must be the statue. Okay, I gotta find a way up there. A vent. I need to get to the upper level. Maybe I can find something to stand on? There's a crate in that room. This could be useful. Okay, gotta get higher up to reach the statue. Now to get the burner. Ah! Huh. Made it. Whoa! Well, I got the burner. Better take it back to Moreland. Burrowers. Might have been the ones that attacked Moreland. Much better. Next stop, Moreland's amazing elevating orb. I'm in the right place. Now, where's that gizmo? What's in here? So the gizmo's actually... called an ornament. Found one of these in another ruin. Sounds like there are more out there. And it looks like there's part of some kind of code. I better keep looking around. Maybe I can find the rest of it. A hatch. Might lead to another part of the ruin. But how to get to it? There's an opening at the top of the fence. Could be a way in, if I can find a way to get up there. I can't get this out. Looks like the crate on top's blocked. Maybe there's a way to pull the top crate off. There we go. This crate's not tall enough to reach the opening. He was trying to pull that. I need to find a way to stack the crates. Hooking onto that. Top of me. be able to reach the opening now. Made it. I won't budge from this side. That's no good. Can't use the polecaster on that. I won't budge from this side. Further back. Let's see where this leads. Oh, I'm back outside. What else is up here? Looks like the ornaments were part of something called the Knights of Lights holiday promotion? A way to celebrate old world holidays by changing the holograms against their own. How? There's more of the code here, too. I wonder what it's for. Armor this heat. I'm in. There. That must be the gizmo. Got it. Time to head back up to Stemmer. Maybe we can figure out how to make this thing work.
have a rebel outpost.
Buy or keep walking.
Ow!
As our heroine, Delvin,
Right?
the Nora returned.
I got the gizmo.
The old wordsmith held aloft,
It's called an... I think there are more scattered and I might be able to track them.
and so the mission. For what purpose?
Something called the... That's a way the old...
Like feast?
Kind of. I think
And so does every feast. There's the feast of the...
all about it. Anyway, these... But... I might be able to...
Time to find out.
I want to see this one.
And so the wordsmith... Sure as sparks kindle flame. This must have been some kind of winter festival. What kind of beast is that?
Me again.
Almost looks like a fang horn. Let me know if you find any more of those ornaments. I wonder what other... holidays the old ones celebrated.
It's an act sure are resourceful.
So the camp like this out here.
You're back! Did you get it? Do you have the device? Oh, please say you do. Oh, we're so close to something truly just majestic.
Here you go, Moreland.
Yes! Yes! Thank you. I hope getting it wasn't too much trouble. This design, it's so compact. The ancients knew how to make them. It should fit the housing like a dream. Just need to cinch up the blaze leads and away we go.
We?
Make the maiden flight without the maiden who played such a vital part? My mother raised me better than that. You should have the honor of seeing the world in a way that no one alive has ever seen it. How about it?
How can I say no to that? What was that?
Nah, nothing to worry about. We have a sturdy tether connecting us to the ground. Pure Oseram craftsmanship. Well, time to give it a little flame. Aha! We ascend! Behold, the world beneath our feet. Ah, the sky at our fingertips.
The burner heats the air inside, which gets lighter than what surrounds it. So we rise.
Indeed, we're powered by hot air. Just like Stemmer. But don't tell him I said that. We are on the cusp of history. The first successful Oseram flight.
There have been other attempts?
Oh yeah! The history of Oseram flights is fascinating. And, you know, violent and frequently incendiary.
I feel like you should have mentioned this before.
Ah, the others failed because their machines were too heavy and complex. They were begging to crash. Not here. Just a pilot compartment, blaze, a burner, the orb, and a tether. Within simplicity, there is perfection. Well, at least, you know, less chance of exploding. You know, if Abaddon were here, he'd be drunk like a wastrel, crippling fear of heights. That said, he gets poetic when drunk. He has evocative rhymes about all his various ledgers. A little-known fact, Oseram poetry started as work songs in forges around the claim. Ah, just a bit of turbulence. We shall tame these wild skies yet.
This feels like more than turbulence.
For the record, that was not part of the planned aerial experience.
What is that?
Yeah, I think our tether just came undone. That's just a small setback. Nothing to worry about. I can fix this. I can fix it. I can... Rising bastards! And it's gonna hit us! Stay back! No! Hey, go away! Go! Shoo!
Morland. He's in danger. I have to get to him.
No! Ah! No!
Gotta follow his voice. Morland's stuck on the other side. I've gotta clear out these machines. Better check on Morland.
Hold on, Morland. I'll get you out.
Aloy! Great gears you're alive. Would you mind applying a little leverage?
Hey, you alright?
Oh, when that maelstrom hit us, everything fell apart. I remember dropping, and then you tumbled out, and...
It's okay. We're alive.
You know, in terms of Osram aviation, we're pioneers. And they say it's a cursed field of study.
Do you need help getting back to camp?
Yeah, no, I can make it. But I need to get the burner. It fell off when we were attacked. I mean, I can replace everything else. Except that.
Okay, let's go.
Do you have any idea what hit us? I couldn't get a good look at it in that maelstrom.
Between the screeching and the lightning, it was probably a storm bird.
Woof. Hideous machine. Well, at least it vanished with the storm. Aloy, would you mind finding a way across? All we need is something to bridge the gap.
I think I found us a
Efficient and effective. Make a fine Osram. I see it.
use acid against it.
I see it. The burner. It's right below that storm. I really need to stop this.
Gotta be the same one that brought us down. We'll have to kill it to get the book. Gotta be the same one that brought us down. We'll have to kill it to get the burner. You ready?
Aloy, over here. When you have a moment.
Oh, I can definitely find a use for this. It's dead.
Steel to my soul. Oh, found it. Just a hairline crack in the casing. Yeah, I can clean that up with a bit of spot welding. Assuming the ground doesn't open up and swallow us, I'm gonna say we're finally safe. Yet again, you risked your life for me and my ambitions. I wish I had Stemmer's words to thank you properly. If it helps, you've inspired me to draft up a new improved orb. Something that unites spectacle and survival.
I'm honored, but I think I'll let Abaddon and Stemmer have the next flight.
I'll see you back at the camp. There's so much to think about, so many ideas to explore. Until we meet again, may your tools never break, and may your imagination never find its limits.
You too, Morland. Those curves of metal must be the arches Della should be waiting for me there.
Scraps.
Boomer's handiwork?
That's my bet, but no sign of Boomer.
Any idea why she'd be out this way?
Probably just wanted to get during the fight.
Everyone makes mistakes.
You know, back in the Dad always said it was my job to...
We'll find her, Della. Let me look around for some tracks. There. Tracks. Looks like they lead out into the desert.
What were you thinking, Boomer? Do you have any siblings, Red?
No?
Lucky you. It's just... sometimes she can really grate your gears. And sometimes... most times... I have no idea what's tinkering in that head of hers. But she's all I've got. I just hope we can find her.
We will. Tracks end here, but... looks like Boomer set out some traps around the ruin.
Leave it to Boomer to litter the area with
Oh,
explosives.
no, it.
But where is she?
If we get rid of the machines, maybe we'll find out.
Boomer's traps came in handy! Nothing.
Let's take a look in the ruins. Maybe we can figure out where she went.
Hold on! Let me catch up!
Small camp.
This is Boomer's favorite hammer. She always makes a fuss whenever she misplaces it. She'd never leave it behind.
Maybe she had to leave in a hurry when the machines moved in.
Or something worse happened.
Hey, we don't know that. Let's look around. She might have left another trail to follow.
Hold on, Boomer. We're coming.
There. Looks like she headed towards the hills.
Well, let's go.
There's some kind of wreck up on that cliff.
How did Boomer get up there?
Broken ladder. Must have collapsed as Boomer was climbing.
So how are we gonna get up there?
This way.
Right. Scaling a big old cliff.
How you doing, Della?
Great. Yeah. Just bring it to the side of this rock.
There's...
What was this place?
I don't know. It looks... It's abandoned. A shelter. And some kind of device. From Boomer?
Looks like some of the components were stripped.
She must have brought it up here to tinker after the machines moved into her camp back at the ruin.
But where could she have gone from here?
That wreck down there looks promising.
Well, if there's one thing I know about Boomer, is that she can't resist a shiny pile of salvage.
Come on, let's go down and check it out.
Hey, look there. At the base of the wreck.
Tools. Bet she found another spot to tinker. Let's take a closer look.
Boomer's handiwork, no doubt. Yeah, she was working on something here, all right. But where? Boomer?
Gotta finish this!
Boomer! What are you doing?
Too late.
Boomer, what did you do?
Never mind that now. Here they come!
See, Boomer? This is exactly why I always say not to run off!
Come on, come on!
Leave Boomer alone, you walking scrappy!
Okay, Boomer, what were you thinking? Those machines...
Hey, Boomer.
Yes?
Your sister was really worried about you.
Look, I know you must still be angry, but you can't run off into the desert like that.
I didn't run. And I'm not angry.
You're not.
No. Why would I be angry?
Because of our fight. Because you ran away.
I didn't run.
Well, you left me.
I'd never leave you. You're my sister. I had an idea, so I went to find the parts. See?
A weapon.
This is just the payload carrier. The real secret are the boom discs. Throw one at a machine, slice and dice, and then it comes back until you throw it enough times, and then it goes boom. At least it's supposed to. I can't get it to come back.
Here, let me see. That's why. Pin here's off. Just needs a little cable around here. Done. Here, Red. Give it a try.
No, wait! Try it on the big machine. This way.
And there she goes. So you really didn't leave because of our fight?
No.
But you left camp without telling me.
You were sleeping.
Why didn't you wake me?
You said you didn't want to talk until the morning.
Well, yeah, but I meant about... I didn't mean literally. How did you find your way to that old ruin?
I saw it when we left Camp Nowhere.
And you remembered how to get there?
Yep.
So what's this big machine we're after?
You'll see. It's just down there.
Well, there's nothing here.
Just watch.
The vanishing thread. We'll hang out up here, Red. Show me what you got.
Make it go boom!
You're doing it, Red! Keep it up!
That was awesome! Did you see all of those sparks when it... went down? Bursting sparks, flying metal, ba-boom!
You okay?
Ever since we left the claim, I figured I could just hammer it into her head to quit it with the explosions. Everything would be better.
And after your fight, you thought you lost her because you were too hard on her.
Turns out I was wrong about that too. She doesn't see the world like I do. Where I see a problem, she sees a way to blast through it. And I guess that's okay. I wouldn't have gotten her back without you, Red.
Boomer's lucky to have you. As for the weapon...
Keep it. As thanks. You ready to head home? I think I just got a new idea for a prototype we can work on.
With explosions?
Oh, you bet.
Yes! Bye, Red!
Cauldron. If I can reach its core, I should get enough data to override some new machines. Find the right cauldron to learn how to override that machine. Should be able to hack this open. It is. Table seems starting up. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Here we go again! That was fun. I need to find my way to the core. Shield. I'll have to find a different path. Should be able to get across if I hack that node near the gap. More machines. I gotta find a way to the other side. Let's get past the shield. Being moved to the back of this corridor. That has to be the core. Stuff for the stash. Jumping onto that auto should be easy enough. So far, so good. Now I just need to jump off at the right time. Those metal carriers can get me closer to the core. I'll reach them. carriers can get me closer to the core. But how do I reach them? Could try getting to that arm below. Thanks. I can make that jump. That was close. I should be able to hit you right on those metal carriers. I made it this far. Just have to hold on a little longer. Those arms can help me reach the core. Just have to get to them. Time this right. Made it. Go. These metal carriers should get me to the core. Machinery lines. Never seen machines start like that. I guess it's deactivated for now. There's the core. Now I just need to access it. those overrides without a fight. Looks like Hephaestus has been upgrading the Cauldron security grid. These machine overrides should come in handy. Some of these overrides. With the data I got from that core, I should be able to override this machine. Should be able to override scroungers now. Everyone's on the same side. At least for a while.
The old ones use holograms.
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the Zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Aloy.
I know.
As you wish.
I found some data and it mentioned that there are still function. Why is it there?
My predecessor with Primary had everything gone been able to introduce.
Can we access them?
Unfortunately, in order to...
And for that we need Hephaestus. So the facility where I recovered, it's where they created the biomass conversion. Did Elizabeth...
It is likely she was briefed, though her focus was to...
That makes sense. If they've been able to deploy it again...
Using the data, I ran several simulations. In all scenarios, deactivate the
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data. Do you think it'll help?
I will run complete. Novel crop
But new crops aren't going to save...
It is.
So, what do you think Ted would have done if his life...
It seems he convinced himself it was, given the tribe and his ability to use... I imagine to worship him as...
Okay. Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility, Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn's... Do you know what happened to...
Elysium was designed... My data indicates that...
Did the Pharaoh plague...
Unknown.
So Gemini has two data cores, but you mentioned something...
When my predecessor construction, the data core had already... So, a second core was built.
Lucky for us.
No. The...
All this data, I guess I never really thought...
Based on my observation, Erend has asked... He appears perplexed by the tradition, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of... He also suggested...
Yeah. No thanks.
That is what I...
Is
Yes, though he appears to be collating and significant to aid in the creation of a war. I believe he...
I'd be interested.
It appears to... He has repeatedly declined.
How's all of us?
As soon as she arrived, a particular information about... I informed her that I may be...
Sure. So now that you have ether...
In the local superstorms have subsided, and soil conditions... These improve for a few...
Well, With luck, then you'll be able to fix the bios.
Correct. Reverse the
So our plan to capture Hephaestus,
As you wish. We now know that Hephaestus...
which is why I got Ted.
Correct. When we get to Gemini, the second core...
And then you'll be...
Not quite. You...
How long will...
Because the work will be...
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse...
Correct. They will each take the energy surge...
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. There's something... How could Ted Faro create a clearance level higher? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't...
It is plausible he touched the Zero Dawns. My predecessor didn't until he act... It is, in effect, a blind...
I'll be on my...
I wish you...
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, oh, she's and you, genetically speaking, of course. And there's more ancestors out. Of course, they're trying to kill. And Eric Visser is with them. And then there's...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right.
I see you've been...
It's been fascinating. What would have taken me years, like the database, with this, I've been able to... This could revolutionize... That is... what...
You wanted data, you'll...
A diviner has never had this sort of... And knowing you, But I was sent here to help... Maybe it'll help the Quen...
You mentioned Eric Vis...
The Zenith who tried to... He is known to the combing through data related to what knowledge our rulers use to conquer and expand. That's why he's one of our... But it appears he's yet another
Well...
If only...
Beta mentioned other Zeniths.
I'm afraid whatever legacy they left...
I imagine.
It's funny because... Not that you are the same person. I mean, you are, as in... You're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even...
Yeah. I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, and they share... It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only...
Sounds...
Yeah, you are...
Anything new around here?
Kotalo showed... I recall reading about robotic, but I never... Technology, think of what it could do for injured... But knowing the...
Replacing body parts as they grow... You said you owed me an explanation.
Right. He was an Imperial. As such, he sponsored many diviner tribe. He took a special interest whom we considered the...
Ted Faro.
I know better. Anyway, the diviners discovered... In fact, so the Emperor's nephew might solve our... If only we could find... Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storm. The Emperor declared that all the tribes... Dozens of ships, scouting missions... And the Emperor's nephew, one who wields the legacy... The living embodiment... It may seem strange now, but we really believe... We had no idea...
You said the expedition... What happened?
We lost and scores of soldiers, and that was before once we landed, machines, and we struggled to There were bright spots, but nothing improved the CO's mood. He became more and more convinced. You heard him. Spout. We knew these weren't the words of, but he was quick to put any who's...
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things, but what the COB can stand for. I'm sorry you had to endure his...
So, Bohai, your overseer.
He won't execute people on a... But he's hard. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the... The best thing I can say about him is to...
Yep. The ancestors.
Yes and no. Those whose legacy... Warfare, leadership...
The CO called Elizabeth Sobek and...
Right. Worked extensively under... That's how we thought of Sobek. Our limited access to data...
Back at the greenhouse.
Diviners are meant, and many Imperials sponsor them, and the Empire can put, but the Board of Detriment, like discovering one. That is why Diviners only overseers. It ensures that any heretical data can.
What happens to Diviners?
I never have.
Back at the greenhouse.
And many Imperial, the like that only over. It ensures.
What happened? You mentioned the reason you.
Her name is Alika. When I passed the div, it brought honor to our family. Only Alika begged me not.
Why?
Alika knew that once you enter, not even your family, unless you can get.
Sounds hard.
Like the focuses we keep. Well, fearful. Last time I was allowed to see my family was because of my position. I was able to get them, but if our crops don't recover,
I promise I'll do my. I need to get going.
All I need is to help you. The plan Gaia told me about to cap. It will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. A slave. Forever. Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Well, I didn't ask you left me.
Hello again, Aloy. Hello, Aloy.
So, I guess you heard all that below? With Beta?
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too.
Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime. Activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime. Activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Capture commitment. Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Engage. Autonomous defenses. Directive. Neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come.
Or stay here. Protect Beta.
They're on. Got it.
Be careful. There, machine's vulnerable.
Stay back. Get back. Aloy, need a hand over here. Draw it away from Beta. Stay back.
There.
Get back. You need ammo? What effective? Over here, you! Aloy, need a hand over here.
It's really angry.
Draw it away from Beta. Stay back.
Let go of them for now. You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled. Deeper. Okay, I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core.
Deactivate connection node.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feet. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. It's some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
Looks like there are a couple of ways out. Well, that doesn't sound good.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way... There should be an energy cable override near the central platform.
I should deal with these machines first. Machines are making a beeline for another chamber. I better follow them. Oh, great. More machines on the way. Beta! Festus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
Cold as a glacier. got them all.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I'd better not get comfortable.
Energy containment failed. Safe override.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity! I think we can do this, Aloy.
Metal carriers. There's a way over the shield. There's an opening at the top of the shield. That chamber if I go over the shield. here we go again.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
Gotta hit it while it's fresh.
Access restored. Now you can operate it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
Okay. This is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
Shit, Festus was building. They must have finished it.
It's powerful. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should this come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Ayla. Just stay where you are, okay? The machine's my turn. I should scan it first. Those things on its legs are glowing. I think it's target out.
One more node to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you. No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Imminent retreat to facility core.
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Aloy, the core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. Now we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing?
Stop her! I can't even see her!
Beta. Farrell. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast? Okay. What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain. My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. The Gust. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it. Stunning, isn't it? Paintings were the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's leaded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial.
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow. Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen...
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission. her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
You said Beta's not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it?
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the Earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zeniths?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tenakth are cut down outside. Regala's only interested in killing Hikaru, and what does she have to gain?
It's why she, without over her little...
So with the sun...
Inix on the bay. Pride. And on who this... Yet that...
Well, died. So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was... everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning. A touchy subject in those days. Because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tanakh survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra protection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenat. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
To let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
I see you, champion. A caravan of Oseram made camp in the still sands south of here. We've tolerated them so far. But their leader's a greedy profiteer, and he's bringing in all kinds of supplies from no man's land. They'd better hope our commander doesn't decide to supply them with a swift death instead.
I'm sure there's more important things on your commander's mind. Maybe I should check up on Porgif and his crew.
Walk by, you'll
See
miss
what they're
out
up
on a
to.
good trade.